Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, the theme is Moleskine. Some people say Moleskine, I'm saying Moleskine. So I'm using my Moleskine Watercolor Sketchbook and we are highlighting the Moleskine Watercolor Pencils. I've actually had this in my stuff for a really long time. And now we are going to review them together. I've used this sketchbook before, nothing new, but the pencils definitely are new. And I want to see how good or not good that they are. It's a set of 12. Over here you can write your name. Over here you can see the logo much better. And as you guys can use your eyes and see, here are all the beautiful colors. I'm really excited for the colors in the middle. I like how the pencils look. They have little codes at the bottom. You see the little logo, and I just like how it is looking. So I have previous videos where I have reviewed various Distressed Watercolor pencils. I'm going to link those down below in case you haven't seen them. But I'm continuing the theme. I'm just going to do these kind of pencils on the next spread. So over here, I'm just doing my little pencil flicky that I like to do when I review sets. I know it's weird, but it's fun for me to do, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I'm hoping this is not a theme of things to come, but my little purple broke just a little bit of a split. So what I'm doing on the left is I'm doing what the pencils look like regularly, and then on the right, I water them down. So that's the theme that I'm going with to swatch them out very quickly. And then I have that rectangle with some white on black to see how well the white turns out. So if you guys are wondering, anything that's shiny like this over here means I haven't watered it down, and what looks like watercolor means I have watered it down. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So the color ends up changing just a little bit and that waxy bloom disappears. So over here, I just decided to do a simple little blend to see just how well the colors bled into each other. And then down here, I'm just going to, yeah, that's it. I just figured I may as well show you instead of explaining. I'm going to do a whole bunch of little rectangles and just swatch them out and wet them out. And now you guys can see they look a little odd when you look at them like this, because obviously the white makes it look like there's a gap because it's not really showing up on the paper, but I promise you guys it is there. But I mean, what else do you want me to say? So I'm really liking this blue, and the yellow seems to really just be bright and vibrant, and it's showing up the best in my opinion. I often notice this about sets, that the yellow is usually amazing. So now baby is sleeping, and while he's sleeping, we're going to move over to my bed, and I'm going to get under my weighted blanket. You're going to see it in the background, and I'm going to use all the colors to do a sketch to see if I like them or not. And I'm telling you guys, at this particular stage, I really wasn't sure. I was hopeful, but once I started wetting them, I started to get nervous. Now the yellow is amazing. I will come back and say that later, and I've said it earlier. The yellow was amazing. It spread nicely and it was vibrant. So I was really excited. I'm like, yes, this is going exceptionally well, spreading well. Love the color. No complaints. Very happy. And then once I moved on to other colors, your girl started to get nervous. So here we are in the little hedges. I really didn't mind that it was kind of blotchy like this, because in my mind I already knew I was going for a really like picture book, textured. I wanted to mix textures, so the blotchiness, I was purposefully leaving it because I'm like, you know what? This is only going to work out in my favor. So while baby was sleeping next to me, I filmed him because he's growing up so fast, and I'm just giving him a little bit of love, a little bit of snuggles, and I almost woke him up, but I couldn't help it because his hands and his feet are just so precious, because he's going to get so big so fast, and I just want to savor all the little moments. I've only done one layer of water. It looks amazing, and then you get closer and it keeps getting worse. I don't like it, guys. Right now at this stage, I really don't like it, and I'm disappointed. And I have to admit, these pencils show up really differently in different lighting. So right now I'm hating how it's showing up on camera. I'm hating that It looks good from far, but far from good in reality. So I was super disappointed, but determined to fix it. So fast forward, many weeks later, I tried again. The lighting's not good in my room right now, but that's because, as you guys just saw, Babykins was in my lap. But we need to fix this sky, the blotchiness, the bleeding. I was super disappointed. And once baby fell asleep, I decided to work on that blue because, as you guys are seeing, it's going into the yellow. It's messy, it's icky. But I do have to say, despite all of that, I find these pencils lift really, really well. So that's all I'm doing. I am putting moisture where I want to lift or remove pigment, especially around the eyes. And I find personally it worked really well. So after I saw how well it was lifting, I was way more hopeful to be able to turn this piece around. Still disappointed, but determined not to scrap it. So let's do the best we can. I've cleaned that up and I'm just going to work from the shell onwards. So I know in this lighting, you guys don't really see the yellow spots very well. So I'm just going to layer up and work from the center of the drawing all the way out. So I decided I'm going to add another layer, put some shading in, give it some texture, and I started to have an idea of how to turn this thing around. Okay, so my hope has been restored because as soon as I put that little extra orange and some shading, I loved it. And then I decided to blend it out. And then I saw everything was working well. The paper was working well. The pigment was taking well. And my vision was slowly starting to come together. So I was really glad I didn't scrap it. And this part was the turning point for me. And I got really, really excited and hopeful. Okay, so I said I wanted to go for like a kid's book illustrative look. So I wanted lots of fun textures. So as I mentioned earlier, I didn't mind that the greenery got all splotchy because I already had it in my mind to do some squiggly wigglies. Now the biggest problem I have here is the lighting is not showing the true colors. So what I'm going to do at the very end of all this is show you guys how the colors actually look in person because I'm limited to the lamp in my room. As you can tell by the thumbs up, I'm really happy with how things turned out, but I decided to grab some Poscas to do some outlines to add some contrast and pop. I mostly used my pink Posca to put little freckles and have a nice outline, but I did outline the flowers in purple Posca, and here it is, and I really find it finished the piece and brought it all together, and I'm so happy with it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is how it looks in natural sunlight, and I personally see a difference for all the colors. But like I said, I have to work with what I have, and the lamp in my room is better than nothing. But now you guys are getting a more true hue of what the colors are. So true hue, haha, I get it. It's not that funny, but it's accurate. So here it is. There's some details. I used every single color. I don't particularly love these pencils, but I don't hate them as much as I thought I was going to because I was able to recover the piece. I think I might just have to play with it more. And I just so happen to have some Faber-Castell pencils I prefer more, but I'm really glad I tried them. So, are you planning to try them, or do you have a favorite brand of watercolor pencil? I'd love to know. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.